After a beautiful night in Lakefield, we started heading north. We've passed through a few locks and are entering Stony Lake. And you can tell why it's called Stony Lake. Very narrow passages we had to go through and a lot of rocks to get around. But this has been our favorite lake. We made it to the Lovesick Lock, got up to the top and realized there was no space for us at the top, so we rode the lock right back down again and stayed at the bottom. It was coming up to Canada Day celebration and space was at a premium. The next morning, we did move up to the top of the lock. But while we were at Lovesick, which is an island, the lock is on an island, we did a little hike and some fishing. Bill, of course, caught lots. So for Canada Day, we dropped the dinghy and Bill and Linda went fishing. Linda caught 2 big bass. Mark went for a hike and quickly ended because it was far too buggy.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is a kind of like natural hot tub we found at Louisville, and there's all these different pools. It's pretty cold, but I think they're numb by now. We had time crossing a lake, so Linda decided to make chocolate chip cookies from scratch, but her butter was frozen. Bill helped melt it. Was blasted out to make the connection of the 2 lakes, and some of it was dug by hand. And yes, it is this narrow. I'll go up front so you can see just off our bow how narrow it really is. That's it. And this is the view from the captain's seat. Doesn't see much, does he?
Kirkville lift lock.
Correction, Kirkfield, but doesn't matter.
Looking into the abyss in front. Linda, are we having fun yet?
We're having fun!
Yes! Isn't this cool? Look at how quick you're moving. Wow!
I'd like seeing the ground.
This is so cool. We're flying. Literally.
The captain is enjoying this much more than the first mate. That's Linda. Here comes the empty one back up.
The other one's just way by us.
And we are heading down.
changed 45 feet in less than a minute.
This wonderful spot that we had to go through is called the Hole in the Wall, and it was only about 6 inches, maybe 8 inches deeper than our keel. After going through all the hair-raising shallows and narrows of the day, rain included, downpours, we finally stopped at Thora for a foggy evening. These are pictures of the wooden locked doors and the turn-by-hand mechanisms that they use to open the doors and fill the lock. The pom-poms are to remind Mark that the buoys have switched sides now that we're heading downstream. Red on left, green on right. Made it across Lake Simcoe and into Port of Orillia for some much needed relaxation.